Caralho, cadeiruda!
Interrompemos a programação para um aviso especial. Esse imbecil azul faz lives diárias na twitch.tv/Smzinho.
Ambulância, amiga!
Cara, no quarto da piveta, velho. É alguma parada ali. É no quarto da Rebeca, pô. No quarto da Rebeca só pode, velho. Cara, é alguma parada ali, velho. Tipo... A quarto da Rebeca, o suspeito. Aqui, Rebeca Carlyle. Ah, será que eu tenho que falar com esse bicho aqui, o Zeke? O mordomo. Fala com esse... vou falar com os caras, Caralho, obrigado pela informação, velho. Coloca o seu único neurônio pra funcionar, caralho. Essa foi a mensagem de carinho que eu recebi e a mensagem que eu vou utilizar pra falar com todos os suspeitos, velho. E aí, pau no cu?
How tall are you? You could be a model, you know.
Right.
I'm serious. I have a friend who's a model.
Cara, na verdade não é informação, velho. Ele só falou, bota o neurônio pra funcionar.
Come and stay at my place in London. We can have a come over.
E eu só tô tentando falar com os caras.
You are invading my personal space. Sir.
On top of things, Elaine?
Sure.
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitmer, you have enough evidence to present your case for Madame Carlyle?
No, not yet.
Come and see me.
Tem que falar com esse bicho aqui que tá achando que é o baiano do
Patrick
maior.
Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Sure am, Mr. Fernsby.
It's that
Coming along
sneaky
just
butler,
fine.
isn't
I
it?
trust
He
Mr.
ratted me
Patrick
out.
is not interfering with your work. We need everything ready for tomorrow.
He's just bored, I think. I can work while we talk.
Elaine,
Just leave it
give
at
us some
talking,
privacy, would
Elaine.
you?
Vamos
Don't
conversar.
tell mother, okay?
Tá bom,
She's really tense these days, and
tá
the
tenso.
last thing I need is more hassle.
fica tranquilo.
I took that pretty blonde, Rosie, for an evening stroll. I mean, how the fuck am I expected to cope for an entire weekend in this shithole? I'm bored out of my mind. So, is that it?
What did you think of Zachary?
Creepy as hell. No ambition. Imagine deciding to live in a museum. You know, father says Zachary and Alexei used to be two of a kind. He had a great future ahead of him. Then suddenly, he just gave up everything. What an idiot. Thank God Daddy chose looks and brains over pedigree when he married Mummy. I don't have to worry about the inbreeding so customary in these circles. If that's all, I think I'll get back to my slow death by boredom.
Did you see anything suspicious last night?
Calma.
No. I reckon Zachary topped himself. I know I would have.
Tá.
Or perhaps Mr. Fernsby. I don't like him. He could have done it.
Foda-se, quem é Fernsby? Tem que achar outro cara, velho. Meu irmão, agora eu sou o menino de recado, deve ser o cara do sofá. Caralho, na moral, esse incentivo, velho, de colocar o neurônio pra funcionar foi foda.
Gregory Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Oh, you're wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective. Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the
Caralho,
other hand,
suicídio.
staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been a fate worse than death. The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Is that all?
Cristo, você viu
Not
seus
very
apps?
thorough, are you?
Tell me about Zachary.
Zach? Huh. Such a sad old sod. A bit heavy on the bottle. But who could blame him? Only company he had was his rare plants and mother, who travels more than she stays here. Honestly, I can't say which is the bigger ball. He's better off dead. Anything else you want to pry from my intricate intellect?
Anything else you'd like to tell me?
Nothing really. I'm just enjoying the show. Our perfect mother obviously fucked up, didn't she? Faking her own death. You know, she's explained nothing to us. I think she's scared to own up to her own mistake.
Vou matar esse bicho. Tem que achar esse cara. Essa aqui é a Rebeca. Já tá tranquilo. Emma. O velho já conversamos. Temos que achar esse corno aqui. Agora cadê esse bicho?
Write the books when he can play like that. That music makes my heart soar.
É o pianista.
That's a little too close.
Algum problema aí, meu amigo?
Professor Edward Carlyle, can you
Tô
tell me
cego.
your whereabouts for last night?
Oh, yes, this dreadful business with Zachary. I stay at the local inn. You see, I prefer not to spend the night here at Thornbridge Manor. My brother Gregory came along for a nightcap. He'll never admit it, but I think he understands that I find this whole thing upsetting and wanted to provide some comfort. I believe we went to the Stag's Head around 8:30. If that's all?
Can you tell me about Zachary's behavior last night?
I certainly didn't expect him to commit suicide. Sure, he was upset by Mother's supposed death. We were. But he seemed more engaged than usual. You should ask Rebecca. They had a long talk. Did you know that he hadn't left Thornbridge Manor in nearly 50 years? His plants, Mother, and the staff, all the company he had. Anything else I can do to...
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
You mean apart from the fact that we came here to bury our mother and she shows up alive and kicking? Zachary found dead in his bed this morning? Or perhaps that the planned funeral is still taking place and I have to do the eulogy? And Mother will surely have a strong opinion on it afterwards. I can't breathe. Excuse me. I promised I wouldn't call you again, Cass, but just wanted you to know I feel a little better. So you don't need to worry. Oh, sorry, gotta run, sorry.
Tá. Calma.
I promised I wouldn't call you again, Cass, but just wanted you to know I feel a little better. So you don't need to
Eu quero ver ele morrer.
It's just this place, I guess. I feel like it's watching me. Noticing every little mistake I make. So I should be glad Mother is still alive, but the waste of her expectations. This eulogy. I really want to do well.
Tá. Esse bicho aqui tem que conversar com ele de novo. Ah, não, já conversei. Isso aqui tá... Ainda tá na play. Tem que achar a Rebeca. Onde é que essa rapariga tá, velho?
Be proud of me.
Foda é achar a puta. Olha aqui. E aí, Chucha?
Emma Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Surely I'm not a suspect.
I need to account for everyone.
Well, I spent the evening with my family,
Certo.
but I got an awful migraine and had to take to bed. Everyone can attest to that. I believe I went up when the boys sat down for a drink around 8 o'clock. Is that all?
Não.
How did you feel about Zachary?
I might as well be honest. His presence was always awkward. But how do you have a meaningful conversation with a man who only cares about plants? In my opinion, Alexa bears some responsibility for how this ended. She supported his self-limiting behavior by letting him live here. Anything else you want to know?
Have you noticed anything else out of the ordinary?
Nothing special comes to mind. Except, perhaps, I did get a feeling that Zachary was depressed, not just sad. I suppose he realized that he had no one with Alexa gone. Even Alexa must feel the pangs of guilt over that one, letting him believe she was dead. Then again, guilt isn't her strong suit.
Vamos ver aqui o que tá rolando. Vamos lá conversar com o mordomo. Mordomo. Vamos resolver essa bronca aí. Conversando com todo mundo. Filho da puta. Trabalhar, corno.
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitmer, you have enough evidence to present your case for Madame Carlyle?
No, not yet.
Caralho, falta o imbecil ainda, né, velho? Falta conversar com esse bicho ainda. É sério? Pelo amor de Deus, velho. Eu já conversei com todo mundo, cara. O velho morto, o corno, a puta, o ladrão, a vagabunda e esse aqui, ó. Todo mundo questionado.
Sorry, man, but you're just making me feel a little
Mr. Patrick is not
uncomfortable now.
acquainted with how things
Okay?
are done here.
I'm fine. Thanks for checking in.
Faltou falar com o velho morto? Tá. Agora sou eu e você, meu gostoso. Isso. Vai ser com o morto ainda não.
Fenomenal e esplendide streamer, como vai a vida?
Vai
Ja
bem.
fet seu exame de na roda preta. Fase isso de graça pra você. Tenho de muito bom pra isso. 3 meses caralho.
Obrigado pelo seu terceiro
Agora
mês,
sou eu e
Arthur,
você, meu
mas eu não quero
gostoso.
não.
Isso.
Obrigado, viado.
Você
Oi.
ainda se lembra do seu primeiro assalto?
Cara, eu não sou ladrão, Kelvin. Obrigado pelo seu quarto mês de sub, velho. Faltou a véia que eu assassinei? É sério?
Agora sou eu e você, meu gostoso.
Obrigado.
Isso.
Boa noite, puta azul.
Boa
MA
noite.
isso me patrocinando essa gameplay da altíssimo
Obrigado.
nível. 9.9.9.
Carvalho, obrigado pelo seu 10º mês de sub. Filha da puta, fala com o mano. Não vou achar um tabuleiro de hoje aqui, né, velho?
Porra, olha o dinheiro,
Tomar
corno.
no cu, porra.
Vito?
Oi.
Vito?
Oi.
Vito?
Oi.
Quando vai me dar a roda preta de
Jamais.
novo? Ainda não esquece daquele dia.
Que peste é essa, Zone? Obrigado pelo seu donate maravilhoso, corno. Vai se lascar. Véia cá.
Agora
Eita,
sou
véia
eu e
Lude.
você, meu gostoso. Isso.
Oi.
Amor.
Olá,
sente
show.
saudades?
Xoxim. Obrigado pelo seu terceiro mês de sub. Eu quero uma chuva lá pros meus meninos, por favor. Daqui a pouco eu passo o restante. Calma. Calma. Obrigado, fiados. O que a gente vai ter que fazer? Vou ter que conversar com alguém aqui. We need to talk with somebody. Esse bicho tá de sacanagem aqui.
I'm serious. I have a
Foda-se.
friend who's a model.
Obrigado, viados. Cara, tem alguma coisa que tá faltando. Ó, porque é o seguinte, se liga. Eu já questionei. Filha da puta, esse corno aqui já tá tranquilo. Esse aqui já tá tranquilo. O foda... Ó, são só esses três aqui, ó. E foram questionando, mas tipo, não confirmaram nenhum álibi, tá ligado? Os caras tão...
Stop pacing, for God's sake, Emma.
But why don't we get any... Would you mind taking a few steps away from me,
Cagar com essa
please?
puta aqui.
Rebecca Carlyle, can you tell me about yesterday evening?
We don't really see much of each other, my brothers and I. I suppose it takes our mother's funeral to bring us together, and even then, it's not like we sit on each other's laps. Now, let's see. Patrick, Gregory's son, disappeared straight after dinner. You know, I think he might be in some sort of trouble. Edward wanted to go as well, but Gregory convinced him to stay for a few drinks before they went off for a pint at the local at 9:15. I swear Gregory enjoys Edward's discomfort over staying here. I had a conference call with my New York office at 9, so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room and went straight to bed afterwards. I don't know about Emma. She did act a bit strange. You know, I bet she was making lists for changes needing to be done once she gets her hands on Thornbridge Manor. Quite the shock she had when Mother arrived during breakfast. Is that everything, Mr. Whitmer? I do have a lot to see to.
Tell me about Zachary. Did he act strange last night?
You know, now you mention it,
Why don't we get
he
any
was
kind
a
of
lot more
explanation?
chatty than
It's
usual.
bloody rude, that's what it is.
He wanted to know about my
He's
connections in the
come
publishing
here to
business.
play funeral and then show up
Apparently,
like nothing's
a
the
friend
least
of
bit
his is writing a
strange.
book,
Oh, don't get your knickers
which
all
strikes me as
twisted.
very peculiar.
I'm telling you,
I didn't
she's
think he
not
had any
fit
friends.
to be in
Is there anything
charge
else you want to ask me?
Anything else you
Come.
feel like mentioning?
I may be wrong, but I saw Mr. Fernsby, the butler, leave Zachary's room early this afternoon. And he seemed a bit startled when he saw me in the hallway. It's probably nothing. Oh, and one more thing. Please be kind to Edward. He can only take so much.
Eu tô achando que o Edward é viado. Ei, velho, eu posso salvar? É sério, pô? Na moral, me deixa salvar? Tem que tirar foto das paradas, né, velho? Isso é uma caralha, né, velho? Vai tomar no cu, meu irmão. Passo já, Jali. Peraí. Calma. Deixa eu falar com o mordomo. Vê se mudou alguma parada agora. Eu acho que já, velho.
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitmer, you have enough evidence to present your case for Madame Carlyle?
No, not yet.
Meu senhor amado. Eu tenho vontade de...
Really? I like reading too.
O cara quer comer empregada, caralho. Vai tomar no cu. Só o dinheiro. Eu já falei com o Alfred, pô, mas o Alfred não quer conversar comigo. Ele não quer conversa. Ele tá foda-se, entendeu? Deixa eu conversar com o Smzinho.
You smell nice.
But he was such a gentleman. He gave me his coat and all.
Rosie, you need to forget about Patrick. No good's gonna come of it. Stick to your own kind.
You mean like Chris? He treated me like shit. Can I help you?
Pode.
Kind of inside
So
my personal
41 guests
space.
will attend the funeral
Se
tomorrow.
preocupe não, meu
Still a
amor.
lot to see to.
Rosie, tell me what you did last night.
I'm in trouble, aren't I? I spent the evening with Patrick. We met after dinner and I went home at 1 in the morning. He said he needed someone real to talk to. When he looks at you, it makes you feel like the center of the universe. Like a real princess.
But now he just ignores her.
Well, he's under a lot of pressure.
He's an idiot. That's what he is.
You mean like Chris? He treated me like shit.
Tá.
All he wanted to do was play his stupid video games. Never any romance. I deserve romance.
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary?
Calma.
Any strangers outside the house?
Vamos, avó, calma.
No, we saw no one outside. Except Patrick's mother, Emma. We were sitting on the bench behind the greenhouse talking when she came out and we had to hide. You won't tell her about me and Patrick, will you? She'd insist Madame Carlyle fire me. I'm sure of it.
Too right she will. She's always going on about how things will change once she's in charge of Thornbridge Manor.
Tá.
How are things coming along inside? Is everything ready for tomorrow?
Fake funeral tomorrow. Zachary found dead upstairs today. Death is everywhere. I never thought of it that way. Oh, God. It's such a big responsibility having a baby.
Deixa eu ver aqui o que tá acontecendo. Calma. Tá, falta só confirmar o bagulho da Emma aqui, velho. Tem alguma parada com Emma que a gente tem que resolver, tá ligado? DK11 corno. Só isso. Alguma parada com a Emma a gente tem que resolver. Meu Deus, o cara vai morrer. Aquele foi o veneno, caralho. Calma, pô. Nessa missão eu tenho que descobrir quem é quem aqui. Caralho, velho. Tem um negócio lá embaixo, velho. Tomar no cu, meu irmão. Eu tenho que descobrir tudo aqui, velho. Tem que descobrir tudo. Eu tenho que pegar as informações, pô. Porque é isso aí. Se ligou? Eu tô lendo, Alisson. Calma. Não apenas lendo, mas interpretando, que é mais difícil. E aí, quando?
Sure. But he was upset believing his sister was dead.
I'd say worried about how things would be handled with Gregory and Emma taking over. I said they let him stay here.
Tranquilo.
But Ethel was sure Emma would throw him out first chance she got. Now we'll never know.
Eu vou ter que fazer uma gameplay aqui, né, velho? Eu vou ter que ser obrigado. Cara, deixa eu salvar, velho. Deixa eu salvar, pô, na moral. Que eu vou fazer uma gameplay aqui, velho. É sério. Tem que tirar uma foto. Tá de sacanagem que o cara vai ficar na...
Now Zachary won't get to see the rhododendron periginium blossom. They were his favorites.
I know, Oliver. What?
Desculpa, mulher. Vou ver se eu consigo achar a chave. Não. Fica tranquilo, pô, que eu sei jogar. I know how to play.
This is a table showing lethal dosages for the poison used to kill Zachary.
Something is circled, 47. Female, age 65 to 79, 60 to 64 kilograms. I'd say Madame Carlyle is next in line for a poisoning.
I had planned to offer her comfort, but now that Madame Carlyle isn't there after all, I know we're not supposed to talk about it.
Vou falar pro cara aí, ó. A gente matou o Alex, agora eu esqueci o porquê. Foda que o jogo ele tem que ter legenda em português, velho.
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitmer, you have enough evidence to present your case for Madame Carlyle?
No, not yet.
Eu vou mijar!